Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Today is Budget Day. Join us at 2 o'clock this afternoon for full coverage of the new government's first full budget. But first, and more broadly, US mortgage applications sank 5.7% last week from the prior week, the most since mid-February, and ending 3 consecutive rises. Meanwhile, American retail sales continue to expand. The Redbook Index of physical locations was up 6.3% last week from the prior week, the fastest week-on-week gain of 2024, and far better than can be explained by inflation. It is actually quite impressive because a year ago these sales were also expanding. But the May Beige Book survey by the US Fed regions paints a more restrained picture of their expansion. In China, the IMF has revised their GDP growth outlook to 5% for 2024 and 4.5% for 2025, both 0.4 of a percentage point higher than its April projections. The upgrades reflect stronger first quarter results and recent policy measures. In the first quarter, GDP grew 5.3%, keeping China on track to meet its growth target of around 5% this year. In April 2023, Australia's monthly inflation indicator was rising at 6.7%. 1 year later, that's now, it's down to just 3.6%. But the headlines feature its rise from March, when it was at 3.5%, and the 3 prior months at 3.4%. Insurance and food costs are the main culprits. An uptrend is being sensed, and that may mean the RBA may have to double down on its inflation fighting pressure. And that adds to the international sense that getting inflation back to the midpoint of its various target ranges is hard, and keeping it there even harder. Don't expect central banks to throw in the towel on their core mandate. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.63% and up another 9 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today down $15 at $2,343 an ounce. And oil prices are softish, but really little changed at just under $79.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is still just under $83.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today down more than a quarter cent from yesterday at just under 61.2 US cents. But against the Aussie, we're firmish at 92.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're also marginally firmer at 56.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 70.6 and down a mere 10 basis points. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.